Hey there, my name is Nikki, coming to you from Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. With this, I just know I need to move, but I'm feeling lazy kind of flow. I think it's perfect for this time of the year. This is a time where a lot of us indulge. There's a lot of sitting around. It's cold outside, so we feel like we just don't want to do anything. But the more we don't do anything, then our body starts to feel icky. So we know we have to move, but we may not have a ton of energy or motivation. Thank you so much for coming out. You felt it, you know it, you're here. So let's begin in a reclined position on our mat because let's face it, that's what we really want to do. So come on down to the ground. And just nestle yourself in, relaxing your shoulders, arms, and hands. And letting that relaxation flow down through your spine, all of the muscles down the back, into your hips, and then all the way down your legs, into your feet. Letting our hands come to rest on our belly. And notice if something comes up here, if judgments start, emotions start, if there are possible indulgences. And instead, in this moment, let's just love ourselves for where we're at today. And just feel the breath coming and going, the gentle rise and fall of the belly. The air passing the nostrils. Good for you for being here and doing something for yourself. I honor you, my friends. Now let's draw our legs together and reach the arms up and overhead. Inhale to our full body stretch. And let it go. Let's take our legs on a walk over to the right side. And our feet might be side by side or crossed. And if you have any tension in the low back, just go ahead and give your hips a little wiggle. And then we'll bring our shoulders to the right side as well, hanging on to our left wrist, feeling a stretch all down the left side. This is our crescent moon shape. Imagining yourself like a sliver of light on the moon. Or a big banana and a sundae. Let's bring our shoulders and arms back to center. And then take our legs over to the left. Again, either side by side or crossed at the ankles. And then guiding our shoulders and arms there as well, hanging onto our right wrist. We're just letting that breath flow with ease. Noticing all the sensations. This is your time to listen. Let's come back to center with our arms and then the legs. One more inhale and reach long. Ah, lovely. Let's draw our feet onto the mat. Taking our feet about mat width apart, finding yourself at the center. We might take our arms out wide, wherever they feel comfortable. And then guiding our knees on a rock side to side. If it feels good to do so, we might take our head in the opposite direction our knees are going as well. And then let's draw our feet towards each other. And then gather our right knee in towards the chest. Taking our right knee around in circles. Exploring the mobility in that hip. Let's send our right foot to the sky with our hand behind for support and just point and flex the foot. Now let's take this ankle over our left knee, using our hand to push into the right leg. We might stay right here. This might be plenty. If you'd like a little more, we can start to gather the left knee in. Keeping our head, neck, and shoulders relaxed on the ground. Our breath is smooth. Let's take one more breath here. And then releasing that foot down if we've lifted, and then slide the top leg over. So there's one knee right on top of the other, guiding our arms wide. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. And then shifting our hips slightly to the right and draw the knees down to the left. And it doesn't matter how far the knees come, we're looking to keep our shoulders grounded. Breathing into the sensations. Coming back through center. Let's draw the hips underneath, placing both of our feet down to the mat. Our hands at our sides. Let's push into our feet to lift our way up into our bridge. And gently roll our way down. Let's do 2 more lifts like this, nice and slow. And back down. Last time. And release. Let's gather both of our knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a squeeze and a rock side to side. Lovely. Let's release our feet down one at a time, nice and gentle. Gathering our left knee in, sending our right leg long. Nice deep breath. And then taking our left knee around in circles. Let's draw that right foot onto the mat, sending our left foot high to the sky with our hand behind the leg for support, pointing and flexing your foot. And then taking the foot over the knee, gently pressing the left knee forward, and notice your hips and low back. Trying to bring them into comfort and balance the best you can. Feeling the balance and comfort flow up your body into your shoulders, maybe even into your mind. We might stay right here, or perhaps gathering the left knee or the right knee. You'll get to know me, lefts and rights are tricky. And we're grounded down through the upper body. And take a look at your knees. Sometimes when we come into this, our left foot might be dragging our right knee over to the side. So we want our right knee to be pointing straight up to the sky, okay? One more breath. When you're ready, we'll release it down if we've lifted, and then slide the top leg over so the knees are snug. Guide our arms wide, deep inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Shifting our hips to the left and drawing the knees down to the right. And a twist is a lovely time to release any heaviness that may have been hanging around. So if you've had any dialogue going on that you're so ready to be done with, any thoughts that are not nurturing, maybe imagine wringing yourself out like a sponge here, releasing any of that heaviness. It's keeping you from being your natural, joyful self. Let's guide ourselves back through center, drawing the hips underneath. This time, let's gather our knees in with our hands underneath the knees. We're going to take some rocks and rolls forward and back. Just have some fun with it. Alternatively, you can always just rock to the side using your hand to push up to a seat. We're going to come up to a seat. We're coming into a boat. Now I know we're just doing just a little bit of yoga, but this could be a baby boat. Minimal effort. Nice tall spine, shoulders drawn back, heart is shining forward. We might just have our toes hovering off of the ground. Or if we feel like going for it, we might have our legs parallel to the ground. If we're ready for a little oomph, we might take our hands off. Well, we're not here for too long. You've got this. And let's release. Look at that. We're releasing already. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. I'm just going to turn towards you. Soles of our feet together, but instead of being drawn in, we're going to have them out so it's a nice big diamond shape here. So sitting up tall, and then start to walk yourself down, thinking about finding space between our vertebrae, long neck. And coming back up, making our way to all fours in our tabletop. With our hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under our hips. We'll move through a cat and cow. Starting with our cow, we look up, the bottom blossoms. And exhale, round into our cat, pushing away from the ground. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, round. Coming to our neutral spine. Let's send our left toes back, rocking back and forth. Checking in with our toes, foot, ankle, calf. And then hold here, engage the core and hover the leg. And send our right fingers forward, just on the ground here at first. We might stay right here with our hand down, or if we're looking for that oomph, we might lift the arm up with the thumb pointing towards the sky if you can. All of your energy drawing into your midline. Release the hand down. Taking our foot over to the right side, planting the toes, peeking over your right shoulder. And then drawing a foot forward, in between your hands. We push away from the ground to lift up, opening our arms into a cactus, shine your heart. Let the hands come down. We shift the hips back, lift the front toes. Roll through the foot, shine your heart forward, lift up, cactus. Release down. Shift the hips back, lift the front toes. Little add-on, we'll take our right fingers to the side, left hand to the sky. And roll through the front foot. Let's plant our hands and then take that foot back into all fours, rocking side to side, a little lazy sway. And then sending our right toes back, rocking back and forth. We're already almost there, my friends. You're doing it. I'm proud of you. So let's hold and hover the leg, sending our left fingers forward, either staying here or lifting the arm. We have our long neck, long limbs, and long breath. We'll release the hand down, taking the foot over to the left side and then peeking over your shoulder towards that foot. And then stepping this foot between your two hands, pushing away from the ground. Let's open our hearts. Release it down. Shift the hips back, lift the front toes. You can gaze down or gaze forward. Roll through the front foot, shine your heart forward. Lift up, cactus. Take it down, shift the hips back. Left fingertips down, right hand up, little twist. And release, rolling through the front foot. Let's scoot this front foot back. Guide our knees wide, big toes together. Sit back into our child's pose, little nestle, nestle. And release down, forehead down to the mat. Take our hands on a walk over to one side. And then the other. Back to center. We're going to do one downward dog just to say we did. Tailbone high to the sky. Melting your heart towards your thighs. Paddling your feet. Finding your very best downward dog of the day so far. And then take it down to your knees. And down to our Sukhasana, easy seated pose. If crisscross is not an easy seated pose for you, just finding one that is. Let's roll our shoulders. Inhaling our arms to the sky. Drawing our hands down to heart center. Thinking about 3 things that you're grateful for. And then inhaling the arms back up to the sky. Let's cactus. Inviting our fingers down, bringing one ear to the shoulder, relaxing your jaw, chin down to the chest, to the other side, lifting our head up. Let's reach our arms, greeting this beautiful day. Hands come together, down to heart center. Bowing into yourself, honoring who you are and the journey that you're on. I thank you for joining me from my light to yours. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I'm so delighted that you decided to move with me. Take care.